All right, Chainsmokers. Here we go. This is Roses. I was telling you about her. She sings on the record. Here, why don't you sit down, actually?
Thanks. Frank, chair now.
All right, so I guess how we're going to do this, I'm going to chat with these guys, and then we'll let you guys think of some awesome questions while I'm interviewing them, and then you could ask them stuff. I'm going to keep it very mild, so if you have, like, dirty questions and stuff like that, juicy stuff, feel free to ask, because then it doesn't get put on me, you know? Yeah. All right, so obviously a lot of people know you from the song Selfie, and now you have this song, Roses. Very, very different sounding from Selfie. Were you worried about that initially?
No. We were really pumped that it was different than Selfie. This is weird. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, we kind of made Selfie as like a promotion joke that got way out of control. And it was honestly like a dream collaboration. Like, Liz came in with some like lyrics for like the first verse to another thing that I'd sent you. And like within 8 hours, we did the entire thing, like all the vocals, all the production. So that kind of came together really nicely. Selfie kind of happened the same way, but just the outcome was a lot better this time, I think.
So I imagine with Selfie, you were like, all right, this one's gonna be huge. It's kind of a, not at all.
No, so unexpected. So unexpected.
So with Roses, was it the same thing? You were like, oh, I feel good about this record, but I don't know if it's gonna take off.
I'd say Roses is the first record that we made that like I immediately put on my iPod and would like skip through to hear. Yeah. So like I knew that like I was in love with it. You know, we were all really pumped about it, but you never know what's gonna pop off. So we sent it to the label and they were like, yeah, this will do really well on Spotify. And then we put it out and like all of our fans were like, nah, this song's the shit. So they kind of like it kind of raised its hand.
So it's interesting for a radio jock when I'm like explaining the record or whatever. I'm like, this is the new song from Chainsmokers. It's called Roses. It features a person named Roses. So, what came first? You naming the song Roses or finding someone to be on the song named Roses?
She had this awesome song called Limelight that was a big, like, we loved that track. And so we just hit her up, like you said, and sent her a couple demos, and Liz was down. And then the song, I think the name came after you left, or were you still with us? Because we were like, either way, you like try to find a lyric in the song that makes sense to name it after.
I think you guys sent me the track and it would like hashtagged Hideaway or something. Yeah. Or something, or like By the Way.
Yeah. But like Kaiser had just had that song Hideaway, so that was out. And then I think it was just like, we couldn't find it. It just sounded good. I don't even know. It was just genius. Yeah.
So you were like, Liz, we are naming this song after you.
Yeah. Well, we couldn't have called it like Never Say You'll Never Let Me Go because we just put out a song called Let You Go.
And it's really long too. Yeah. It just made sense. Doesn't it look like it, though, when you hear the song? Like, the colors and everything, it feels like, the song, you said it really well the other day in another interview that, like, it embodies, like, the idea of, like, what the track is about is, like, the vibe. Yeah, the vibe of, like, when you give someone a rose or, like, a bouquet of roses or whatever, like, the meaning and significance of that, it kind of is personified in the lyrics and feeling of the song.
I was watching the video, and I don't think you guys have done this in any other video, but the two people in there are chain smoking.
Oh, yeah, and the real,
unintentional.
No, how's that unintentional?
Well, like, the guys who made that are the guys who did the cover art, and there's these British guys that are, like, really good at what they do. But, like, we kind of had this travel video that we made that initially was supposed to be the official video, but you couldn't clear a single thing in it. There was, like, 100 people in it that, like, didn't have clearances and weren't, like, legally authorized. So we were like scrambling last minute, and the British guys were like, we'll make a sick video. And like, the British are like, everything's about smoking and like, it's very hazy. And
they're really cool over there.
Yeah, they're very cool over there. So that was the vibe for that. But it's kind of like a weird thing now because now there's like 2 videos and.
There's like 2 videos and like a lyric video. It's a whole mess.
Yeah. I actually leading up to this, it was like 2 a.m. I'm just watching every Chainsmokers video on YouTube, like prepping for this. Yeah, really weird. Yeah. So I really love the Kanye one though. I think it's a great song, and the message in the video is awesome. Do we know if Kanye has heard that or seen that?
Yeah, we sent it to Jay Brown, and because initially we heard a story about him suing this guy who put his head on a penny. and sold it. So we were like, we cannot, you know what I mean? Like, we like big fans of his. We didn't want to get sued. So we hit up his manager and we're like, listen, like, this is what we're doing. This isn't even about like you as a person. We're just using your name as like a metaphor. And they were like, cool, just don't make fun of us. And that was it. And that was last week. That was all we heard. So, and it was funny because the last scene in the Kanye video, which we actually all hate. But the guy in the bed, we were like praying that maybe we can get Kanye to show up and be that dude. But that obviously did. Yeah,
But
who actually
he was
hate
unavailable.
I
though.
hate him in all of the music videos I've seen. He's
But
in
if
the
he could
Joe
just-
Jonas video
He
too.
could have just been lying there, though. He couldn't.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right. It's just Periscope. I love the fat Jewish. I steal all his stuff on Instagram. So anyway,
Irony.
another celebrity that we definitely know saw one of your videos. Well, at least heard the song. Justin Bieber, dude, recently dancing to Roses on Instagram. If anything screams, "We made it," I feel like that is it, huh?
Yeah, like Justin's killing it right now. Obviously, like he's kind of on fire, and yeah, I mean our old video guy Rory, he stole him. So we had Rory all summer with us, like on tour, and then Justin was like, "I'm putting you on retainer. Come with me," and he was like, "Sorry guys, bye." So we were like, "All right, it's cool, man.
It was totally good trade though.
Yeah.
and he can have Rory.
And we got Yoder, who's
yeah.
way better.
Yeah.
And way better looking.
Yeah.
Rory's been trying to be Yoder for quite some time.
Yeah.
They look the same, too.
But that was pretty cool. We were actually just did like a guest show for Zed. He like brought out guests at every show of his, and we flew in for the first one. And we were like in the room meeting Anton for the first time because funny enough, you don't meet a lot of these guys. Everyone kind of misses each other. And we live in New York too, so we're like kind of off on our own thing. And I remember like seeing it on my phone and being like, "Oh my God, something incredible is in my pocket."
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
And I was like,
Rory sent us the video
Yeah.
of Justin like doing his little rap over Roses. Is sick. We're like, "Can we post this? Please say we can post this."
What people don't know is we had to do a video ourselves and send it to Justin of us singing "What Do You Mean," and
We remixed it.
Yeah, thank God we didn't have to post it. It was so embarrassing.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm kind of depressed thinking about it.
You guys are kind of fronting there though a little bit. Aren't one of you guys singing background vocals on Roses? So one of you guys can hold the tune, right?
Their background vocals. So they're like, yeah, I kind of let her do it. Sometimes I wish I turned it up a little bit more, and then no.
Before we wrap up, we could just kind of go down the line, and then I'll let these guys ask some questions. What's one song that's come out this year that made you be like, damn, I wish we created that?
The Hills by The Weeknd. Yeah.
Probably Sia Alive.
Ooh, good one. This year songs, or
Yeah.
like an all time. Okay.
Well, whatever. If you got, I feel like you have like
No, no,
5 ready to
I'll
go.
say,
in your head.
I'll say Alicia Cara here. I love that track. Yeah.
Very cool. And if you could steal one thing from Justin Bieber, what would it be to make things even, I guess?
I don't know what's he got. He's got some cool stuff.
His dick looks pretty big in all those photos. Just kidding.
On that note, we're going to open it up to you guys. Have you guys thought of anything good? Don't be shy.
Who would you guys most want to collab with, and who was your favorite collab so far?
Roses is hands
I'm watching
down. Yeah, Roses is obviously our favorite collab. For real, what I said earlier, it's so we go in the studio with so many people, and it's very rare that you just like hang out with someone like the first day and write a song that like you're personally in love with. So, her and my dream collaboration is Blink-182 for sure. Yeah.
He actually was going to do the interview
Yeah.
today.
Go in, bro.
So, what was the first track that kind of made you guys say like, yeah, we're gonna keep pursuing music? Because I know there was a couple tracks that came out before Selfie really blew up.
Yeah.
And so yeah.
It was definitely the Around Us Jonesy remix, I think. We had a song Rookie came out that was like an original, our first original, but like we had no idea what we were doing. Yeah, and like it just came out and that was it. Occasionally you'll see someone on Twitter being like, play that song. I don't even own it. Like, it's not even on our like iTunes anymore. But around us is when we kind of clicked and realized that like indie music, this like blend of progressive house and indie, and working with that type of like artist or going that direction at least was like the move and felt very natural, and not a lot of people were doing that. So that was kind of the time there, I think. Yeah.
Awesome. So these guys are going to hang out for a second, and why don't you kind of give a little background on you made a custom mix for us today, right? So we're going to play that in a minute. So
Yep.
why don't you just...
Well, I tried to mix it up because it's like a radio station, so you can't go too in. But I think it's a good blend of like our stuff and what's popular right now. And yeah, there's
Awesome.
some surprises in there. You know, you watch Fight Club.
Oh, I love that,
You know,
for sure.
when Tyler Durden puts like the big black D, and
Yeah.
it flashes quickly.
Great.
Watch out on this mix.
Chainsmokers, give it up for these guys real quick. Thank you guys so much.